Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Wide Bay, Queensland, Australia. Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've done something here to my laptop and I'm not on the right page. Just bear with. If you're joining me live, thank you so much for popping in. If you're watching the replay, thank you also. It's nice to have you watching me. Let me see what I'm doing here. I need to swap. Facebook has changed how we do things, and you got to click on here and go there and click on this one, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But anyway. Cool. I am who I need to be. I am where I need to be. So, hello. Tonight I want to create a card. Sorry, I've just moved my camera. The SU Colour Challenge for September has a challenge over there on their Facebook page using these three colours: Mary Merlot, Granny Apple Green, and Early Espresso. This is my card that I made today. It has a tiny little bit of Early Espresso. The card that I'm going to make tonight, I'm going to change it a little bit and add a little bit more of the Early Espresso. But we'll be doing a little bit messy tonight, a bit of watercolouring and a little bit of alcohol ink blending on the vellum. So that's what we'll be doing. I'll leave that there. I will just run through what we will be using. Oof. All right, my pile of things here. So Nature's Prints, the stamp set, as well as the dies. I've just used the this sentiment here out of the stamp set. The dies will be using the wreath and these other little leafy bits here. On this card, on my original card, I've used the Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder, but for tonight's card, I thought I would try the Brick and Mortar 3D embossing folder, and I've already run that through just to save a little bit of time tonight. I've already run that through my machine. Okay, to get these little berries, I've actually used the Spots and Dots die and run a piece of Mary Merlot cardstock, and I've saved all those tiny little dots. I don't know whether you can see them, but I've saved all those tiny little dots and we'll be using them for our card. I won't be doing that again tonight, so I'll put that over here. You will also need a piece of the Fluid 100 watercolour paper. I've actually trimmed mine down to try and save it a little bit. I'm a bit of a frugal crafter. You'll also need a piece of vellum because we're going to die cut. What I want to do tonight is die cut a second wreath and put it in underneath. So here are all my bits and pieces. I've also stamped and heat embossed in white my sentiment, the same as the original card, and that's using the sentiment from the Nature's Prints stamp set, and then the label die out of the Natural Prints dies. There's my piece of embossed Very Vanilla, a matte layer for my out of Mary Merlot, and this is the teeniest, tiniest little 1/16 of an inch border. You can make your border as big or as small as you like, and my card base also in Very Vanilla. And I will say hello to everyone here, if I can get you. Oh, hi Cheryl, nice to have you here. I know it's quite early over there where you are. Is it still warm? I've heard that it's quite warm over there again. And Heidi, thank you so much for joining. And Sharon and Ellen, hi, hello everyone. If I've missed anyone, I apologise. I can't quite see all the comments. So, okay. So to start with, we're going to get messy. A little bit of watercolouring. I don't need any of that, so I can put them right out the road. Oh, and also, we will need some Granny Apple Green ink, and we're going to be watercolouring with that. In my other little pile of goodies over here, I've got linen thread. I've got one of the water painters. I think that's the small one, but you can, small or medium, it doesn't make any difference. A water spritzer, if you have one. To get my early espresso colour on the vellum, I've used the SU 100 Stampin' Blend. That's in the that's part of the skin tone range, and of course Winker Stella. Okay, so we'll be using all that tonight. Right, now because I'm a bit of a messy crafter, I'm actually going to put a towel down. This is an old one. And we're going to grab our watercolour paper and our ink and our block. And I want to, oh, hello, Rain. Thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. How's everything going in Sydney with you? I bet it's lovely seeing those boys of yours. I can just imagine. Oh. All right, so wet up your watercolour paper, and then we're going to open our, open our stamp block, and we're going to smoosh. I hope you can see this. Can we see this? Smoosh and get a heap of colour on your block, and we are literally going to smoosh this colour on. We're going to wipe it off because I don't want to put water onto my ink pad, and we're going to go again. So smoosh. And it's as easy as that. Oh, I didn't wipe that off. Crap. Sorry, guys. I'm getting all excited for the colour here. And it's great to have some variation amongst all that. I'm going to dry that off with my heat tool. I'll just wipe that. And we might... All right, now to try and get a little bit more depth in that colour, I'm actually going to go again, add a little bit more water, and we're going to just get a little bit more colour on. Just for a little bit of texture, all right? I think that's probably enough for tonight. So we don't need that anymore. No harsh lines, Ellen. Okay, all right, I'll set that aside over there. Right, the next thing we're going to do is do our alcohol and Stampin' Blend colouring, and for this you're going to need a bottle of isopropyl alcohol, and you're going to need a high blend, at least 98-99%. Anything less than that isn't going to work as well. I've grabbed this from Officeworks here in Australia. I think Bunnings Warehouse also stocks it. Yeah, but you do definitely need the higher alcohol content. So for this, I'm just going to literally scribble my marker across my page, and we'll go this way. And we're going to spray alcohol, and I suggest you really do this in a well ventilated area. Oh no! All right, I'm going to spray that again. And I'm actually going to go again because I'm not happy with it, because I can. Still not totally happy, but it will do. Right, okay, so I need to get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's right beside me here. And I need to get, where are my dies? Okay, so actually we'll flip it over and cut from the wrong side, and I'll run that through. Just go gently. All right. There's other little bits and pieces there. And for this one, we will I also need those other ones, these ones. So I want to, and what's really great is that Stampin' Up have decided in their wisdom to sometimes give us two of the same die, which means we only need to run the machine once to get that same die cut, which is awesome. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Oh. All right. Now I need to put these somewhere nice and safe so I can find them again in my little box here. So very gently, we'll just watercolor paper is just that little bit thicker, so it does take a little bit more to die cut. Where's my take a pic tool? And it hasn't quite cut properly there in that little section. I'll just give it come on, thank you. You can do it. Yes, you can. There we go. Done. All right, then now there's a, oof. Right. Put that there. Take that out the road. All right. I can move all this out the road. I can get rid of that. Don't lose that. Right, now amongst these wreath, I've got a little bit of these middle bits that need to come out. I just love the texture that you get with watercoloring. It's just something just that little bit special, because in nature you don't have, your leaves aren't all one color. So we have that one, and this is our vellum. In my original card, I kind of felt like it needed more of the early espresso in underneath, so I thought we would just do it this way. So yeah, I will twist it and layer it on just that little bit more, so that's how it's going to go on our card. Right, so to put our card together, your embossed piece of vanilla, very vanilla, lots of Tombow or whatever you prefer. Because it's embossed and not flat, you kind of need that little bit of extra glue. All right. And we might get, I'm actually going to use, did you know that Stampin' Up have black dimensionals? And I'm actually going to use them tonight on the Merlot cardstock because it's dark. It won't stick out in your face so much. Oh, right, well, put that over this side. If it's going to be posted, put plenty on, because the last thing you want is saggy bits, and when you're my age, you don't like saggy bits. Not at all. Haha. I tell my girls that when in my classes, I said, put plenty on. We don't like saggy bits at my age. So, okay, I'm also now going to add a drop of glue to each one so that I have time to move it if I need to. Just spread it around. I know it's like double dipping, but all right. And that, oh, that's not even on there straight now. I've moved that. Oh, no, come on. Ellen, keep your bad luck to yourself. Poor old Ellen didn't have a good time today with her videos. So, and I told her beforehand, I said, keep your bad luck to yourself. Anyway, all good. I will tidy that up in a moment. All right, so this now I'm going to add a little bit of Tombow glue. If you haven't guessed, Tombow is my favorite. It's my preference to use the glue of choice. But of course, you use whatever you like to use. No judgment here at all. Some people don't like the wet glue. And I'm going to, oh, and I might just grab my silicone mat. Not that you can really see that too well on the silicone mat. And we're going to, oh, let me see, how should I do this? This way maybe? And just stick it down like that. We will take that away because that's got glue all over it. And now we will add a little bit more glue. Not a lot because vellum will actually warp if it gets too wet. So we don't need a lot. And we will somehow add this to our card. Like so. Turn it over, put a little bit of pressure. Oh, yes, I like that a lot better. Right, with our greeting, again, I'm going to use the dark dimensionals. And we're going to add this. I've kind of tucked it in under I really want this leaf to come up. Thank you. Is that straight? I don't even think that's straight. It's there now. It's gonna stay. All right, where's my twine? What did I do with my twine? Here we go. Now for my twine, I've done a double bow. So what I've gone and done is I've doubled over my thread, my linen thread. And we're going to just do this double bow, tie it together. And snips. and I need probably a glue dot, if I can find my little roll of glue dots. And might just put it over this side this time. There we go. Oh, something just a little bit fancy. Right, so these little dotties that I've pinched from that die, so you want maybe an odd number around the wreath. These are all the wrong way, of course they are. Turn over. Can you flip over for me? Oh, don't be difficult. Where else would we be? Sorry guys, I'm concentrating. How's everyone's week going? You having a good week? I know Rain's having a good week. She had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Rain, if you're still watching. And she's down visiting her boys. She hasn't seen them for absolutely ages, which is exciting. Doing fun things with her boys. And I'm not actually going to. I would have probably put another grouping in under here, but I'm not going to do that. But I might put another one over here. Oops. Oh, this side. I had an exciting day today. Not blood tests this morning, and then off to have a mammogram this afternoon. That's never fun. So, but we do what we have to do, and it's better to err on the side of caution and be safe. So add now just a tiny little bit. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on there. That's really quite runny. What's happening? I think this is nearly finished somehow. There's not a lot of sparkle left in that wink of Stella. but that'll dry. So there we have it. That's it. All right. So we've got the Merry Merlot, the Granny Apple Green, and the early Espresso. There's my original card. I do prefer with the vellum in underneath. There's more. These are only like little die cuts. Oh, I meant to do the inside. Where are these? These little bits. These ones that we cut out. I'm actually going to glue these on to the inside. And I'm going to use my grid paper to get the center. All right, where are we? So line it up. You've got this line here, which you can use as a center line. Nope, this way. That looks about right. And I'm going to add this one here. And this just brings the design from the front into the inside. Actually, I might just trim off that little. And we'll add that over there. Like so. And of course we will add a few more of the berries. Where's my one that's the right way? If I can get a third one on there. Like so. Oh, of course, like so. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. And once again, I will add a little bit of sparkle if I can get this to work proper. Yeah, I think I'm due for a new one. So there's the inside, and I did the inside of my other one, and that's the original outside. And that's the original front. Oh, that's the original front, and that's the one I did tonight. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions? If so, just put them in the comments and I'll come back and I will answer them. I can't quite see a lot here tonight at the moment, but thank you so much for taking time to come in and watch. It's very much appreciated, always appreciated. That is not straight. I've just realized, not at all, but it is what it is. So cool. All right, guys, this will be uploaded to YouTube later tonight. So, and it'll be here on Facebook for anyone who wants to rewatch on replay. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. As a demonstrator, it means that for you, that means that you get to see me use the products that you can buy from me in my online store. So if you're interested in purchasing anything that you've seen tonight, any of the products that you've seen tonight, either message me or you can go online, monicaformosa.stampinup.net, and my online store will be there for you. I will also add these to my projects on my web page, and you'll be able to shop direct using the link that will be attached to that. So awesome, great. Thank you so much, and we will hopefully see you again next week. Bye for now.